So yeah, with that, so I kind of inched my way out, kind of going back, inching my way out of the hole that I was in. So with, like I said, losing that weight, I felt good. I felt good. But I was tired because you're trying to do it in a little crevice of time of either before they wake up, before or after they go to bed. Right. So then
after you do the dishes and clean up
and fold clothes and do this and cook. So it was tough. It was tough. So again, what happens? You put yourself back on the back burner.
And then it starts creeping back
up. And then we had another miscarriage, and so that kind of, where you get back in that dark place. But see, I always believe God does everything for a reason. And maybe that baby would have came out and things would have changed, wouldn't have been so easily for that child. So, but it still takes a toll, because I was like, what did I do?
Right.
So, I try to do little things of working out. I still, try to move and be there, present for, our son. So, I would work out from time to time, but it was never like,
consistent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That still drives me crazy. The consistency of being, because you want it.
Yep.
And your mind saying you want it. And so it's like, yeah, I want it, and it's right there, but I have to do all this other stuff. So we tend to, as women and as moms and as wives, we put ourselves on the back burner. Yeah. Because I always say, my husband, he laughs at me, I say, that's like my other big kid. You know what I'm saying? Because, they're needing time. Needing time as well.
And then we're taught to do take care of A, B, C, and then take care of you. Yeah. And then if D, E, F come in, you take care of them, and then now you're G.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, but even kind of trickling back to where I got, because the grind fitness is where I started.
Okay, yeah.
So I've had some names. I went through just trying to figure out who I am with that. But the grind fitness came from grinding it out, like trying to pull. You have to hustle for yourself.
You do.
Because nobody else is going to do it for you. So it was like, so that's where the grind fitness came out of, that grit and that hunger to do better for yourself. And then it kind of just took on its own little
life.
Right. And that's kind of where Go Getter Gabby was born, in a sense, because I've always had that, feel like that go getter attitude, but like it was different because I had to pull out of all that I had. See, back then when you ain't got nobody, kids.
Right, it's easy.
Yeah, you
can work out whenever. You can eat. You can eat better because it's just you. You don't have to depend. You don't have to think about what anybody else wants to eat. So I mean, like, you can eat a salad every day, all day, and not get tired of it. Whereas
now it's like, Mom, you cooking that again?
Yes,
babe.
Yes.
So, babe, can we switch it up a little bit?
Yes.
I'm like, oh, and then when you had, like, my husband, he loves sweets, right? And I was not a sweet eater like that until, like, and then I'd be like, oh, this cake looks good. And then he's tall, and he, doesn't show his weight. As I'm eating, I'm like, well, where is this stuff coming from? Where is this thigh looking like extra? So it's like, but that's where both of those came into that grinding, and Go Getter Gabby was born. So just trying to do that. But with my daughter, I gained 84 pounds.
So let's go back. Okay. You had lost, you went from 250-ish down to 160.
Right.
And then you gained more back with your daughter.
Yes.
And so now, from your daughter to where you are now, to just talk a little bit about what you had to do differently the second time versus what you did the first time.
That second time, I was 32, honey, and she came out, and I was on bed rest with her. So I was on bed rest for like 3 months, and I could only get up one day a week to like go out. My mom, it was so funny. She would put me in the cart at Walmart, and that was my one outing. So I had one outing a week. So I was bed rest. So I gained, with that, like I said, 84 pounds. That was really, really difficult, because I was like, okay, and I always laugh, because the reason why I know I gained that weight, we were at the doctor's office. My husband's like, if you gain like 15 more pounds, you almost at 100. I was like, one, you don't tell a woman that, and a pregnant, swollen woman. I was like, and I just looked at him, he was like, I said the wrong thing. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But this time around, I knew I needed a little extra help.
Okay.
I knew that I had to step out of something, the norm, and try something drastic. And so I actually signed up to do a bodybuilding competition.
Okay. So you shocked the body.
I did to shock my body. And so Kylie, there was about one when I decided it. So I went to a bodybuilding competition. And people that know me, I'm not good with like showing my body off.
Oh, really?
I like, there's pictures I put up on Instagram, and when I say I've had those pictures forever, and I still haven't put up probably about 90%.
Wow.
Because I second guess like, but you
look at it, you probably nitpick every little aspect, which nobody else is really looking at but you. Yes. But you know what your areas are.
And you know what I'm working at is that I don't want somebody to think, and this is where, and it's still, and be like, oh, she's just conceited within herself. Is that weird to say?
No, because
as a mom, I think as a mom and as a wife, I always say, am I putting out
too much? Well, you know, a lot of times we will get backlash, and people will say, "Oh, we don't take all of that," but not knowing what it took for you just to get to that point. It's not all of that. I'm proud of where I am. Right. And I want to, just show that my hard work is paying off. Right. But, one thing that I learned is that you have no control over somebody else's perception of what you put out.
And I'm learning. Yeah. I'm learning it. But going back to the bodybuilding, I went to the show. I was like, oh, gosh, you got to wear these...
little skimpy bikinis.
The bikinis and parade. And I was like, ooh, that is so not me. That is so not me. Yes. But I said, I put myself a goal. And so I got with a trainer, phenomenal trainer, and met a nutrition, phenomenal.
The two go hand in hand.
And yes.
Get that.
Everybody thinks that I can, like, everybody's like, oh, I done bought this, what is it, the Peloton? Like, but you can get on there for about an hour, but if you're not eating, it's not, you might get a little transition, maybe a pound here, a pound. But, so I always say, 80% nutrition, 20%
workout.
Yes.
It is.
And so I got with them, and I said, look, I want to grace the stage October. I want to put a date. And it was April. So I started in April. Okay. Man, it's April. I gotta even think. It's been 4 years. So it's been 2016. So almost five years.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I can do this. So we put on there, okay, you're gonna do the show in October. Man, when I say I was eating rice cakes with a little bit of peanut butter, drinking water, eating fish, broccoli. My husband was like, I was eating I was like a little mouse. You're picking. So I literally, from the time I started, so mind you, I gained the 85 with her, and I was 214, got back down to 162 when I graced the stage, and that was tough. Like, bodybuilding,
it's no joke. It takes a different mental state.
I mean,
it takes a different mental state to do bodybuilding, because almost every aspect of your life has to be so regimented and disciplined.
And the food has to be this. It has to be that. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm out with my husband. He's eating this. And I was like, let me just take, But I did it because I said I had put that goal on there that I was going to do it. So I went to 162. So it was good. I had fun doing it. Everybody's like, you should go back. I'm like, I did it. That was my goal.
And I'm done.
Right.
And I'm going on to my next goal because been there, done that.
Yes.
Okay. And it's different when you do something and you really, really enjoy it.
Right.
And so you're like, okay, I can do that again.
Right.
But when you do something and you're like, I really like it's okay, but I can't live like that.
I love the weightlifting part. I love the weightlifting part, but the strictness of everything, I wasn't a fan of it because especially when I'm a mom of young kids. So in that, they were with me every time I went to what is it, my posing class. They were with me, But it was like, it still took time away from them. And my biggest thing is I never want to sacrifice my kids or my husband that time for, you know, something, especially, you know, we tend to mothers, again, what we want to do. We'll wait till they get a little older. We'll wait till we get a little older. But I did it. It turned out it was really good. I enjoyed it. That night, I believe we went to a Mexican restaurant, honey. I ate everything underneath the sun. And when I did that consistency, what happened? Fell off again. So I literally went from like 162 back up to like 175.
In like probably like a span of a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah,
weeks, right?
Because your body's so depleted when I was under calorie, you know, my deficiency of that. So and then I was like, I found myself not wanting to work out because it was like I hadn't, you know, really took the time out with the kids like that, and so you know I was like, oh, I'll work out again. Okay, started inching back up. Okay, I got back to like 180. So then what do? Oh, let me get back on it. So like, I think what happens with like social media, now mind you, these women got banging bodies.
Yes,
and honey, look, let me tell you, you be like, oh,
yes,
and you just gotta double tap, cause you're like, cause it's, you know, it's phenomenal.
You sis are bad. You are a bad chick. Yeah.
But
on the other side,
girl, trying to do that with 2 young kids, a husband, and things like that, and I'm not knocking it, cause obviously they're doing a great job. But it's just not, it was hard. It's hard to try to do both.
It is. It really is.
So with all this has transpired, you know, with the pandemic and things like that, I said, you know what? Because stress also, this is what keeps weight on.
Yes, that is me.
And that's the thing, like we stress, and so it gives off a chemical in our bodies that holds on to fat.
Right.
So, you know, as the pandemic was going on last year, and I, you know, blessed to be here, I said, you know what, I don't want to do any more resolutions.
Right.
Because
don't wait till January 1st.
Right.
Let me start right now. I don't even want to wait till
girl,
Monday.
I started on a Wednesday.
See,
there we
that's
go.
What I mean.
Because you know when you want to start on that Monday, girl. You know, you be like, let me eat everything up, and then I'll start on Monday. Well, Monday comes, you eat something wrong, then you're like, I'm gonna wait till the next Monday. Okay, so I started on a Wednesday because I said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I have to try to work on being consistent,
and that's the key. That is the key.
That is the biggest key of everything.
Yep.
Planning, I will say, it even ties into consistency. Because you know when you don't have that blueprint. And like I said, I'm learning all this at 37, you know, with 2 kids, a husband, and trying to, and I'm a teacher, and I'm this, and you know, we do like this. Our balance is always tilted.
Yeah, it is.
So that was my goal. I didn't want to do a resolution. Because what happens with resolutions?
People usually don't keep them, or in about 3 weeks. So not even gonna say 3 weeks. I'm gonna say about 7 days.
Right. And then what do you do mentally on yourself?
You beat up on yourself.
So I said I'm not doing it anymore. I did. And I've had resolutions for years. I got this list, and I said, you know what? I want to do a goal, and my goal is to be more consistent. That's it. And if I'm not gonna beat myself up, because I took some before pictures. I had to show you because one day I just woke up, I was like, whew.
Just looking in the mirror, or how you were feeling?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Because I was like, oh my gosh, girl, look, ooh. And I got on the scale, I said, oh, help me. And they go, I said, I was knocking on the 200s.
Okay, so now you're inching back up again.
So then it's like 200, almost 200. I said, oh, no. But this time I want to do it the right way.
Yeah.
I don't want to do no fads.
Right. And you don't want to do it really quick, because then when you do it really quick, it comes back on plus more.
Oh, yes.
Which I try to get people to understand that too. And then you don't want to do anything faddish. Right. You know, because again, once that fad passes, then you're right back where you started.
Right. Yeah. Right. So I said, I'm gonna throw that all out. I'm gonna try to do the best. I'm gonna stay consistent. So what I've been doing now is, and I'm reading this book, it's phenomenal. 5 Seconds. I don't know if you, Mel Robbins.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And so
count backwards and then just get up
starting
and
with
do
that.
it.
Yes. With the 5.
Yes.
And I hadn't read a book, and we're not even gonna say it's been a while. So I said, you know, that's what I want to do a little more. So that day that I got up, I got on the treadmill and I turned on YouTube and I like, listen, before I say my, my prayers, I get up, I do, and now I'm learning meditation. I do. And I'm telling you,
Faith Hunter right now meditating with her.
I'm telling you, that is another thing that has transcended in the sense of my mindset. So I got up that morning, I was on the treadmill, and I just looked up on hers, the 5 second, and I had heard it before, but it get caught back into everything.
Right.
Yeah. So I did it the next day because I didn't want to get up. I was like, I'm not. I've never been a morning person. My dad used to try. You could pry me. He would. I mean, it was. He tells me to this day. He was like, "You were horrible in the morning." My mom saying the only reason why I started getting up in the morning, basketball, being a college athlete, you get paid basically for that for your education. So you're up. Girl, I used to sleep in my clothes, in my ankle braces, which is probably not good. Don't sleep in ankle braces.
So you know that you just gotta just roll out of bed, brush your teeth, wash your face, and go.
And go. But I started doing it. I did the 5. I said 5, 4, 3, 2, and I got up. And I've been doing it now for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, it works.
Yes.
Like, it really works
because you have to play a psyche on yourself.
Yep.
So I have, and I might not like the other day. It was Friday. What was it? Friday. I didn't get up early because I'm, doing some other things with getting my certification, with teaching and things like that. So I had studied late. But I didn't beat myself up. I still got my meditation in. I still got my meditation in, and I said, let me do something to get my body moving. So I did like a 10-minute AMRAP. As many rounds possible, which but I did 10 minutes of that and I felt good. Because at least I did.
Yes. And that's one thing that I think that a lot of people don't realize.
Right.
When you say do your best, you need to do your best that you can do at that moment.
Right.
And sometimes it is a give and take where sometimes it is 49%,
right.
Okay, I'm going to work on this, and then 51% and another, working on something else. But that's the best you can do at that time, which is better than doing nothing.
And that is the thing that I had told myself, is better than doing nothing.
Right.
It's better than skipping a day. Because you didn't do because I have a plan. I was like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Okay, on Friday, I'm going to do this. And it didn't happen. And instead of, like I said, that's my biggest goal, self-care. That's my, I want to self-love, self-care. That's my, that's my goal. Not my, but that is my goal to accomplish.
But do you find that, this is what I find, at least anyway, we were not taught how to take care of ourselves.
We weren't.
We were not taught that this is how you protect your peace.
Right.
This is how you maintain your happiness.
Yes.
This is what you do to protect your mental state or to repair your mental state.
Exactly.
We weren't taught.
We were not. And I laugh with my mom because we're that's a whole nother topic, but we were having a conversation and I said, because she was telling me, oh, you need to take care of yourself. That's what she said. And I got quiet. I looked at her and said, girl, stop. I said, now you need to quit. She was like, what? I said, because when I would say stuff, one time and that was like I was telling you, one time it was one moment in time. I was like, Mom, I just kind of feel down. And I was younger. She was like, girl, what you got to be down for? You ain't paying a bill. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. You have nothing to feel down about.
Right.
Get yourself together and get yourself moving. That's what we're taught. We're taught to muscle through, handle everything, do what you do. And you know what I'm saying? Not take care of it.
Don't be complaining because a whole lot of other people that have a worse life than you and they will do anything to get in your shoes. I get that.
Right.
But right now, this is how I'm feeling.
And that's why I feel we do not take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
And then if you are a woman that's doing it, then you're selfish. And that's another thing. You're doing too much for yourself. You're not taking care of this for you. So I think, especially, like you said, we're just not taught. So now we're teaching. Like, and I tell my husband that all the time. So I wasn't taught that. You think because you're a woman, you're supposed to have this scheme of being a mom, being a wife, being a nurturer, doing all this. But we're not. I mean, because it's just like you're learning with parenting. I tell this all the time. We're not given a handbook. No. So that's another thing. We're just trying to make it through, doing the best that we can do with our kids. Then as a wife, you can But sometimes your home is not teaching you what you're supposed to do as a wife.
Right. And then all marriages are different.
Exactly.
So then you're trying to figure your own marriage out and how it fits into who you are.
Right.
You know, and again, you take a back seat.
Yes. But I said I'm putting a front seat. Mm-hmm. But this is the thing now. I'm going to get up before because I know I don't want to sacrifice time with my kids. I know that bothers me even worse when I'm sacrificing time, especially at their age. 9 and little mama about to be 6.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like because I knew that's what I wanted. I want them to know that mommy is there at any time. If you know, just to have that and not to be, do the stiff one.
Right.
So now, like I said, my times are, I'm going to do it in the morning.
Yeah.
God, no.
That's that 5 a.m. That's why I'm a 5 a.m. warrior for
and
that.
Let me tell you, yes. And let me tell you, 5 a.m. warrior is
it's different.
It's a different because your body don't move like it moves like your body. Like I did a weightlifting session in the morning at my CrossFit box, and it was not moving. I was like trying to do I was trying to clean it, and I couldn't even clean half of what I cleaned.
Yeah.
In the afternoon classes. So it is a different beast mentally just getting up. It's still dark outside. Your bed feels good.
Yeah.
You just snuggled up.
Now that it's cold outside.
Look, and you just feel oh so right in those covers, right? But I said that is the only time that I can do it. So now that, like I said, you finding the love for yourself is going to say, I'm going to take care of myself.
Yeah.
But do it within the time that you have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Some people may have 2 hours.
Yeah.
Some people may only have 30 minutes.
Right.
Some people may only have increments of 15 minutes or 10, 10, and 10.
Right.
But the important part is, I keep trying to tell people there is no one size fits all.
At all.
You have to do what you need to do for you and your lifestyle and your family and yourself.
And that's why I fell in love with AMRAPs. I think, because I can set a timer. I got, say if you, like you said, that 10-minute workout. Or if I do got 20 minutes, I'll do 10 minutes, stretch out, kind of some mobility. And I'm learning that's another thing that I'm falling in love with, mobility. Because as you're getting older, your body's not moving.
It is not
you think
flexible as it used to be. When you used to take that leg and throw it up there like this.
Oh yeah, now the
leg is like right here.
And you'll hear something crack. You're like, oh, is that the kneecap? So girl, I said, look, so I'm working on mobility. So now I even do like a 10 minutes of just, and I'm not trying, trust me, I'm not yoga, I'm not certified, I don't.
Right.
But I'm just doing a little bit something to me. I know 4 little yoga moves, honey, that I think I'm doing something with.
That's
we all know the child pose. We all know the warrior
dog.
You're right. So those are. But I go in and I just move. I have my candles. So I'll go through that. So I do my meditation now. I do my little mobility. And then I might do a 10-minute workout. But I've been loving running on a treadmill. Yeah. I know not everybody's a treadmill runner. Right. But I've been doing like 20 minutes. Yeah. So I do a warm-up of walking, and then I do about 15 minutes run. Okay. Some days it's a little longer if I have a little more time. Right. But usually it's about that. So I'm off the treadmill within 20 minutes or so. And then, like I said, that 10 minutes of just, and using your body weight. Yep. And so that's
don't necessarily need a gym.
No.
You don't need a membership anywhere. No. You don't need tons of equipment. No. Now, don't get me wrong. All of that is nice. Lovely. It just depends on you, where you are.
Because you want group.
Right.
We do need people. Right. We do need people. So like with your, and I used to love, like I said, watching your, I would double tap. I said, girl, y'all getting over there. I've even tried some of y'all workouts. So but just having that group you do miss. Yeah. So if you need that, definitely go get it. Definitely go get it. But it's like you said, you don't. So don't feel like you have to wait.
And wait. Right. Just get up.
Because that's an excuse.
Right.
And how many times do we get that excuse?
Absolutely.
Well, I can't go to the gym. Okay. You have cans at your house. Yeah. You have
you have jugs of water. You have trash cans. You have duffel bags that you can put things
and keep it moving.
Get that add weight.
And if you got stairs, you got there you go right there. That's stadium stairs. I so. And even if you don't have a jump rope, I tell people you got the movement of a jump rope.
Absolutely.
So we have to, as women, okay. moms, wives,
business
owners, professionals,
entrepreneurs,
anything that
execs.
yes,
Yeah.
But it's like take the moment for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because and now what I look at is because if I'm not taking care, because my husband says this, if you're not happy, we're not happy.
Right, and that's the key thing, because you really are the central piece to your home.
And that sometimes even gives you another extra burden, because knowing that now you could even go back into that place of I'm tired. I don't want to do it. I'm over it. I just want to stay here in my little.
Because it is easier.
Yes,
it's easier, but it's not the healthiest thing to do.
No,
it just absolutely not. Taking care of yourself.
Yes,
gives you the energy. Yes. Gives you the stamina. Gives you the self-love. Yes. To be able now to go out and take care of your family and other people. Because a lot of times we don't realize is that, and who was it? Ayala Vincent and Juanita Bynum helped me understand this. Is that, you know how they say till your cup is running over. We tend to give from our cup. We're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to give from the overflow. Right. But we don't do that. No. So we're supposed to give from the saucer, and we don't. Yes. We give from the cup and give from the cup, and then you look down and that cup get ready to take a sip. Right. And your cup is
hold on. And then not even that, now you dehydrate.
Right. So you have, you know, but I mean, it's so important. You say consistency. Yes. Knowing yourself. Yes. Knowing what type of person you are as far as like your workout, like you know whether you're a treadmill or outside, right? You know, you know whether you're a soloist or you need a group, right? So just figuring those little simple things out, kind of.
But you have to unravel, like look in the mirror. That's what I did. I looked in the mirror, and I said this: what does Gabby want? Not what my husband wants, right? Not what my kids want. What is it that I want to accomplish fitness-wise and lifestyle-wise? Yeah. And you have to be real. I think that's where we tend not to want to do. Is be real in that mirror to say, yo, I'm not good at this.
Yeah. That's your truth.
I'm not, and I'm not okay. Yeah. Like I think, and I posted that on Instagram, I said, it's okay to not be okay. And I would have never put that. I would have never, because you put that smile on, which I do smile because I'm blessed every time I wake up. That's my first thing I say. Thank you, God, for waking me up, because there's people that did not wake up today. Right. So that's my blessing. But now I look at it and say, what is it I want, and what do I want to accomplish? And just be, if you're real with yourself, and like I said, I'm learning. You know, I'm learning this now. If you strip everything down, you're standing in that mirror and you're looking. One, we're not gonna be perfect. Right. Nobody's perfect. Right. But what is it that I want to do?
And there you have it. Like, I think that is a perfect ending to a perfect segment. What is it that you want to do for you? Yes. Like, for you. Because once you achieve that, you know, once you know that, and once you start working on achieving that, then everything else just kind of falls into place. Yes. Okay, so there you have it, you all. I'm here with Gabby Reed. Go get her, Gabby. We're gonna get into a little, quick workout real quick. So you all stay tuned.
Thank you.